lost it, but now holds on. Here is Rose. His first field goal attempt is good. Derrick Rose hits the three. It's amazing, the outpouring of support and genuine positive emotion as Gibson spins it in that we saw from so many different corners of the league. Gets free. Another one of those easy looks you're talking about, Mark.
That cannot happen.
Okogie lays it in.
Montage Gibson has to give them 15 to 17 points in this game, and the Clippers are just a really good defensive team too, Dave. They play together, and one of the things that you said, they like each other.
Beverly, no. Towns with a board. Rose hurries it up the floor, attacks Gallinari and finishes.
Missed Harris on a cut. And Rose on the fly. Well, they were looking an awful lot like Derrick Rose.
But it wasn't a shutout, Ralph. 14 and 8 that night.
Foul's going to be called inside on Bobby.
Harris has it poked away, and the Timberwolves will come up with it. Rose finds an extra gear to get to the rack.
Clippers off to Portland on Thursday. Rose finds the big man, and Gibson just...
Gilgeous Alexander thought he saw an opening. Towns had other ideas. Timberwolves with numbers. Gibson with the flush. And the Timberwolves have cut it back to a 7-point margin.
He was fun. He and Stu Lance were a great team together. Keith Erickson before him.
Towns takes the basketball away. Rose out in transition, and he will get fouled.
I'm just a big fan of Tobias Harris and the way he's handling this whole situation. He is playing lights out. What a shot.
First of the game for Scott.
That just ripped the net, didn't it? The way he caught and shot that thing was a thing of beauty.
Rose the answer from mid-range. Andrew, though, comes up with the defensive play to squirt the basketball free. Rose attacking Gallinari, and Derrick Rose with the finish.
Compared to maybe last year, his best season overall, how has he looked this year as Derrick Rose hits a three?
Well, to me, he can be better defensively. McGee was an open dunk, that play, and then the rebound that went out of bounds. But I love the way he's aggressively going after the ball.
Speaking of aggressive, Karl Anthony Towns with authority. All once again looking to push. McGee couldn't handle the pass. Derrick Rose all alone down the other end.
And that's what I'm talking about, Mike. That's not McGee's fault. That's a bad pass by Lonzo Ball, who's doing well in China right now. He said the only guy that can stop me is coach. And he meant me because I was minimizing his time on the floor.
Coming down to playing time, he said, I won a couple of championships. I want to play more again as Butler rattles in the three. He's only 30 years old, Mark.
Would Jimmy Butler tolerate Jimmy Butler as a teammate, the way he behaved early on?
And what do you think the answer is?
The answer is we played 30 games and did not speak. I threw lob passes, dimes down the lane. He won the Wooden Award. We didn't speak. It impacted us, no question about it.
We played 65 games. He had a bunch of it did not play coach's decision. Wiggins tries again and hits again. Wiggins is hot here in the first half. 5 of 7 from the field. The game's leading scorer with 13.
About scoring in your sleep. That guy can do that every trip down.
Rose reverse. Oh, nice hesitation move. And Rose has 14 points. Anthony Towns is a really good three-point shooter for a big man. But he's also unstoppable down low. As Rose launches and hits Derrick Rose. 4 for 5 from that distance.
Reach of Ingram.
Now this guy here, Wiggins, has been very quiet second half. What do you have in the first half, 17?
And Rose hits another three.
Another three for Derrick Rose.
This is the largest lead of the game for the Lakers. James harassing Wiggins. Rose three-pointer. Got it! Derrick Rose! He's 6 of 7 from downtown, and it's back to 4. Rose steps back again, puts it in! Derrick Rose makes it a 1-point game!
It's quick on the clock, but that's your best shooter. You don't have any problem with that. Open three by Buddy Hield. Here's Rose. And how about a good start from Minnesota? They put the game's first 7 on the board. And now the lead's 21-9.
Been consistent and he's been delivering.
23-16. Nice pass. There's Towns. He's got 12. What a start for Karl Anthony Towns in this game.
Jackson with the miss.
Rose. What a pass.
Butler did a nice job of sealing against Kufis, and Rose saw him.
Boy, a bad play there. You got a couple of opportunities here to really widen this lead, and instead you give up a basket in transition. 73-67. And Rose getting his game going. 80-77. 108-94.
Oh, I love to see it, Mr. Buddy Love.
And Derrick Rose answering right back. Buddy's got 5. Here's a 3 by Rose. And here come the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dave Yeager senses to change the momentum, and he takes a timeout.
Too strong. Timberwolves looking to run. Teague leaves it up for Derrick Rose, and Derrick Rose has been an absolute revelation from downtown. Okogie for Rose. The Wolves in transition.
High ball screen, roll to the rim, pocket pass. That was pretty easy right there.
Yes, it was. Major cramming.
Yes, we'll have to do some OJ's appreciation testing later on as Derrick Rose knocks that one down. Second 3 of the game for D. Rose.
Joe Harris just 1 of 8 shooting. Gibson quickly the other way, set up by Derrick Rose, and the Timberwolves back on top by 2. Off the 15 Timberwolves turnovers. Rose out of the corner, gets 3 right back.
Carl had it, kicking himself for not shooting it.
Derrick Rose said, "That's all right, I got the 2.
They're very active, 7-5 here early in Minnesota. Derrick Rose to the end line, a reverse up and in.
In the early going, nearly 47%. Towns, set up by Rose.
Nice rip by Towns to reset, diving as Rose got caught in the air, went into the air, but put the ball on the deck, picked it up and laid it in.
Flow of offense with this crew, with Evan, with Zach, to keep the flow going.
Rose on the break. Oh, it's a purple wave.
11 of them for Minnesota in that opening quarter, just 3 off their season average. Covington and the Timberwolves have a double in that second quarter. Hit a couple of late 3s to give LA momentum going into the second half. Derrick Rose has been great off the bench for Minnesota after having to sit out.
Rose looks at 2 bodies. Fires it to Gibson. Nice timing play by Rose, who still has those great instincts. 0 of 2 from 3. Again, the Blazers 21% from 3. Derrick Rose has been able to get into the paint and make stuff happen tonight.
It shows you the elevation.
Rose gets to the mid-range. Count the bucket, they say.
Initially.
Rose, tough baseline jumper for D. Rose.
Timberwolves tonight have had 6 guys in double figures. One of them is Rose off the bench with 15. Knifes in deep, circles, hangs, hunts, banks, and scores.
I think he's done a good job, but he's playing better in screen and roll situations. Derrick Rose right back at the Grizzlies. Guard with Shelvin Mack in that scenario, so gives him a different look with Jermichael on the floor.
Rose off the curl with a foul line jumper. Rose against Temple, 5 to shoot. Into a double team. Cutting Covington, throws it down.
4 of 11 from 3s, likes a defensive effort, just doesn't understand what the Grizzlies are doing on the offensive side.
Rose reverses it in. And Derrick Rose is the game-high scorer with 10 off the bench. 53%. Now gets to guard Derrick Rose. And his 3 dances and drops in. He's short. Rose sets his feet and buries the triple.
I'm going to tell you this much. I watched that entire 50-point game. Wide open at the top.
Rose rises and is feeling it this afternoon. Now 6 of 9 for 18 points.
5 points off the Nuggets bench. First two for Monte Morris.
Good D.
Tough shot.
Good D. That's good D, and that's a nice score by a guy who knows how to score a little bit.
Good hedge there. Plumlee gets back. Now Rose shaking and baking. Floats it up and in.
And that's pretty good defense. That's a guy playing it at the confidence level he played.
That Tyus Jones had lost it into the backcourt by himself. Now Derrick Rose.
See, that cost you 2 points.
You know, be that player that the opposing player just does not like playing against.
Rose three, and Derrick Rose has been a flamethrower from downtown.